In an era devastated by war, one man and his team must reach to the stars and traverse the planets of our solar system to fight the never-ending invading scourge known as Scrubs. This is not even standard talent gaming, coming to a compatible device near you. Product not yet rated. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your boy, Death Switch Raven here, aka Death Raven. Welcome to the Nest. And this is our mission statement here. What we aim to do is to use our talents to entertain you the best we can. Now, this might be a journey for all of us here, but we want you to be at the center of this journey. We want to reach out to you. So whatever we can do, please drop a suggestion. We will be very happy to listen as we take this journey with you, to you, for you. Might have gotten a little creepy there. Alright, now what we have here, now that I've broken us in, is apologetically some fairly old footage, because I've been procrastinating way too much in doing this. And this is just a little footage that I didn't have to edit too much, so I can get some time with you guys without having to worry about other things. And this is a PvP session just very shortly after receiving a Vex Class of my very own, which of course took some time getting, as anyone playing Destiny can attest to. So with that somewhat long introduction out of the way, how are you? I hope life is treating you well. It's not for these guys. But now we can get into the discussion of what's going on, and, well, I didn't want to really be one of those guys that got a Vex and immediately popped into PvP thinking I was going to automatically dominate the entire map. But this is the only way I could really very quickly get used to the type of gun that Vex is, because it's very different, to say the least. And that's not to say it's that difficult to get a hold of, it's just not what I was expecting out of the gun, really. And it performed fairly well, and I mean, I didn't even realize those were headshots, really, and I mean, there's a lot of shenanigans that usually go on in PvP that I just kind of roll with because it can be difficult to keep track of every little thing that happens. Much like what's about to come up, which I guess I should have known, and mistake, is walking right into an enemy trip mine grenade. It's not smart. It's not good. It's not. Which, you know, it's kind of like, you know, shooting your teammate in the back of the head. Not good, and still somehow getting a kill. Shenanigans. Purely. Now, to get back on track a little bit, you noticed earlier I said we, and when talking about this entire situation, I'm actually using plurals, and that's because the Nest is the brainchild of two people. And I will be joined by this co-founder, and we will be working in tandem to bring you content. Now, we primarily play on PS4, but I cannot confirm nor deny exactly where our content will purely be, because we have a lot of things in the work. A lot of the cogs are still moving. I have no clue what happened there. You'd think you'd see me, but it is what it is. Shenanigans. And one thing that you'll have to understand about me is that I have a great tendency to lose trains of thought. So these types of commentaries may not actually work for me because I might actually get entirely sidetracked about what's going on and completely lose track of what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So yes, I have tendencies to babble, I have tendencies to do things. But, as I said earlier, okay, before I get off into this tangent, also a warning, I also have a tendency to make points over again, which goes back to my lack of memory and attention span. So there might be videos where I make the same point 3 times, and I do apologize in advance. I just hope you find it humorous. But as I'm sure I said at some point in time, I was trying to get a feel out for the gun, and I think this was actually still a very fresh Vex that I had gotten. Because I didn't want to be one of those guys that just, pulled out the Vex into PvP thinking to run over everyone. Which I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. Different words, though. But as is, no clue how that happened. 2 melees, still got an assist. You know what? It is what it is. But yeah, so I really don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the... Well, actually, I really wasn't paying attention to quite a lot, to be honest. Because I was trying to feel the gun, so I really wasn't paying attention if this was a particularly skilled set of people I was going against. Because my focus was on the gun. Now, there are a couple odd, shenanigans going on. This, I think, is my favorite part. Poor guy. Now, being a hunter, I know that pain quite often. And it's bad. It's bad. I'm good. Yeah, I know a lot of people dislike using rocket launchers. I'm actually one of those people, usually. And I actually cannot remember why I'm using a rocket launcher in this match. I mean, when I pulled up the rocket launcher, it's just completely flabbergasted me that I would use it. It's not something I would do. And I don't know how that killed. It's just... Need I say it again? So this is a flavor of me. And that happens to me more often than you would think. Believe me. But one reason I actually kind of dislike using rockets is about a third of the time I end up blowing myself up with it as well. So after becoming completely derailed, I would like to reiterate a welcome. I know it's not quite over yet. But I want to be sure you feel you're in a place that you can just relax, de-stress, listen to the dulcet tones of my voice, and be at ease with everything in the universe. Cradle yourself in these sound waves. And another thing you're going to learn is I am quite a bit of an odd nut. But again, I hope these are things that we will learn in our journey together.
This isn't a fight, it's a massacre.
Because hopefully, we'll be doing this for a while. Maybe we can get to know each other. So again, if you have a comment, if you have a suggestion, I would like to hear from you.
Good work, Guardian. Your light is strong.
Because, well, again, this journey is nothing without you. And not just here, but we also live stream on Twitch. So whichever your preference, we hope to make your acquaintance in the very near future. So before we depart, I leave you with the blessed gem that was me receiving the Vex. So until next time, be safe and stay frosty. But for now, I gotta flock off. Oh, oh, wow.